Hey everyone, that gamer girl Sakuraki here with a new video, and as you can see we're playing some Sims. We're doing another speed build because I'm thinking I'm actually going to use this build in a series, perhaps, perchance, at some point. So for this build I saw like this really cute suburban house on Pinterest, and I was like, let's try and make like a suburban looking house, because our previous build was super modern, which is actually what I prefer. It's kind of more my style. I like modern houses, and building a suburban house would be completely out of my comfort zone, because I just modern styles, modern builds, they're just amazing, you know. And so here we have me doing the foundations. I was looking at a reference picture, but I was kind of also working out what I thought looked right. So we went for like a relatively high foundation with a fenced kind of front. I don't know what you would call it, a front bit. Because like the picture that I used as a reference, the picture I used as a reference had this really cool kind of front patio, which I thought was very interesting, because usually you'll see more of a back patio than a front patio. And I thought, well, at least it would give the house kind of some sort of shape, you know, not just square, better than what I was doing in my previous build. And here we have my least favorite thing, the roofs. These roofs, I don't know. I wonder if roofs are this difficult to make in real life, because if they're difficult in Sims, they must be difficult in real life. I mean, that's just kind of how things work, right? That's just how it goes. Look at me trying to do these roofs and then looking and going, well, that looks weird, which I think it really does look very, very weird. So we went with the other roof. I don't remember what it's called. I've heard a lot of Simmers use the correct word, but I unfortunately am not that clever when it comes to roofs. So along with the front patio, I decided that I would also give like a front balcony to the house, because it looked kind of weird, just the shape of the house. And then after I built the roof, I realized I wanted this to be a family home, but there wasn't enough space, and I wasn't going to make a third floor because that's just a little extra. So I actually built another room, and then I had the roof kind of just there, which I think looks kind of cute. And here's me trying to get the roofs to cooperate with me, and then me realizing that these roofs are non-cooperative, and then I'm just going to give up and take away the roof, because down with roofs, roofs must fall. Roofs must fall. Stupid Sim roofs. Anyway, kind of putting in that little front roof there, like a, you'll see it gets a window at some point, which is also really cute. I really like that. I know I said I like modern houses, but I think that like suburb looking houses also kind of cute, and they have their own little charm to them. I mean, I wouldn't live in one, but you know. So because of the shape of the house, and because of the fact that I wanted it to be a family house, I kind of found the top floor plan to be relatively difficult, because I wanted to have enough space for rooms for at least 2 kids, and a master bedroom obviously for the parents. The bottom floor was much easier because I had more of an idea of what I wanted to do, which is definitely more of like an open living space, so to say, for the like family to just kind of live in. For the doors and windows, I started off with this like pale wood, using the Seasons stuff, because I really like the Seasons windows and the Seasons door. I think it suits like a family house, so to say. I start with this pale woody color, but at some point I realized that I really don't like the pale wood color, so I change it to a dark brown, which actually makes the house look really nice and warm. And me and my windows, I have a bit of a window obsession, because I like a lot of light in a house, which is very funny because my bedroom gets no light whatsoever. But I like a lot of light in the house. I think the natural light is great. Here's me realizing that that bathroom is in a really awkward space, and I don't want to have my my windows to the bathroom on open to the balcony, and how are people going to get out? And so then the real struggle begins, which is the struggle of making the top floor plan with the 2 bedrooms. You see, I'm using a custom content arc here because I don't really like the normal in-game arcs. I think they look kind of weird. So here's this bathroom. This bathroom, I was just like, wait, I can't do that. How is the person going to get into the bedroom? Then I was like, okay, so what am I going to do? I can't connect it to the parents' room. I can't connect it to this room. It's going to look weird. Nothing seemed to work. How is they going to get in the room? I thought maybe I'll make a door going from one room to the next. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. So then we have kind of a long bathroom. So to say, not like a square bathroom, like a long bathroom, just kind of to... I don't know. You know me in bathrooms. I'm just really not great at the whole bathroom life. Again with these seasons, windows and doors, keeping the theme. I thought if I kept the theme, because then the color would all be the same and it would look great, which in the end I think it looked great. Roofs again, me realizing, trying to see if I can make them look better, realizing that I can't do much about the roof, and then just kind of giving up because, you know, roofs. Realizing also that perhaps there should be a bathroom downstairs if it's going to be a huge family. So to be honest, I think I enjoyed decorating the downstairs way more because I just had more fun with it. And because I was going for like the suburban house, you can see I'm going for like a, I don't know what you would call it. It's like a yellowishy, not yellow, like a, I want to say palette, which I know is wrong. Just, it looks like it belongs in the suburbs. Also, I was like, let's try and make this roof room connect to this bedroom, and then I realized that you can't do that. So I gave up on that. I don't know. I play The Sims often, but I'm actually not really much of a builder. I do better with building people. I like making Sims, but like actually building is not really my strong point. But I try, and I feel like that's, you know, I should get brownie points for that, you know? So for the floors of this house, because I love wood floors, I went for like a kind of wood, I guess one would call like a chestnutty kind of wood color for the floor, and then putting carpets in the kids' rooms. Yes, we're going for the generic pink and blue. Don't judge me, I like it. And then for the walls, I was like, I wanted to make this house look like a family house. And for some reason, I just figured when walls have wood paneling on them, it looks like it belongs to a family, right? So I started off with the white wood paneling and then realized that it didn't look as great as I thought it could look. So I went with the dark wood paneling, and then for the kids' rooms, I went with plain colors slightly darker than the mats, the carpets that were in the rooms. And for the kitchen, I wanted to do something completely different. So I decided that while, you know, maybe because this family is so, the family is going to be so kind of family-ish, that I kind of went with the red walls. I was like, let's do something really different. Let's make the kitchen kind of like, let's say, you know, everything in the house is traditional except for the kitchen, because the kitchen is supposed to be the place where the family engages a lot, which is kind of weird because then the layout of the kitchen doesn't really work with that. But anyway, went with the wood cabinets with, I like to pretend that they're marble tops because I really dig that. And then we put in like the counter with the bar stools because I think green and red go really nice together. It makes me think of apples. I really like apples. So I put in the bar stools with the green cushions just to kind of contrast that red, the red walls. And because I went with the dark cabinets, I started looking at the windows like, ugh, the windows kind of look out of place. But anyway, so when it comes to decorating kitchens, I don't actually really decorate kitchens like this per se when I play. Normally, I kind of leave all of these really cute little decorations aside because I just play. I don't think about that stuff. Like, it's not really part of my actual playstyle. But because this is a house build, obviously you want to make the house look amazing. So we put in, I wanted to make it look like a family kind of house. So it's got the knives, it's got the what do you call them, the jars with the stuff in it, and the fruit bowls, and the family cookbooks, and all the sauces the kids put on the sandwiches. I don't know, you know, normal family things. I mean, it's gotta look like a cool kitchen. Okay, so this is like the living area. We've got the table with yellow chairs, dark wood with yellow chairs, which is kind of interesting because I actually do not like yellow at all. No, yellow is definitely probably my least favorite color that exists in the world. I really don't like yellow at all. Also, it looks terrible on me. I just, down with yellow. Yellow must fall. But this living area ended up being a yellow living area, which I thought was hilarious. So we've got this yellow couches, and then also we've got the fireplace, because obviously, you know, families need fireplaces, am I right? And then we've got the two one-seaters, and then we've got one of my favorite what do you call it, mats, carpets in the game. This yellow kind of squarish geometric looking carpet, which is super cool. And obviously we've got to add some plants to make everything look like it's livable. So at first I wanted to have the table, which is as you can see, it's a 5-seater, the table with a right there by the window, so that like the family could eat while they look out on the beautiful scenery that is their house. But I kind of decided that I wanted to have like 6 seats, and then I changed it because I felt like the room looked kind of strange, and also I wanted to add more stuff to make it look like it was a real living area. Like, so I added this little table, and we can see little plants. Obviously, you know, you gotta have plants in your house. And then one of my most used, like CC, which is those pictures, which I figure would work for like a family house. So when I was putting up decorations on the walls, I kind of wanted to go for stuff that like you could imagine to be in a house that really loves family. So like pictures of Sims and just like cool small things that you would see in like a family house. I say family house. I'm a part of a family, and my house doesn't look like this. But anyway. So we've got one of my favorite things in the whole world, a little study under the stairs, because, you know, you've got to use the space that you got. And I figured, like, you know, people come in, and maybe like this is where, I wouldn't say the kids do their homework, but like this is where maybe if the parents need to do some sort of work, then that's probably where they'll do it, because then they're still like in the living area, so to say. And then we've just got like a normal cute little bathroom, because you've got to have a bathroom for guests to use. Obviously, that's just how it works. So here's me realizing that I really did not like the color of the, what do you call it, the windows and the doors. So I went with like a darker brown just to kind of match the floorboards. And also I felt like it made the house look better. It just made the house look way better. And then I realized I didn't like the solid color of like the panels. And I wanted to put in a feature wall. And first, obviously, I thought of brick, because brick feature walls are great. But then I realized it didn't really work with the house at all. As you can see, I went with like a more of like a white kind of brick wall to go with the rest of the coloring of the house. And then also I tried to figure out what stairs would complement that kind of coloring as well. And then I realized that the foundations also needed to be a color. So I went with something that worked with the stairs and the feature wall as well. As you can see, I forgot to change the stuff on the second level, but it's fine. Maybe I change it later. Maybe, perhaps, at some point. Obviously, I want to put a bookcase somewhere, because you can't have a house without a bookcase. I mean, would it really be a house if it didn't have a bookcase on it, obviously. So I put it upstairs, because that's the only place that I could find space to fit it. I feel like this house is a little bit squished. But, you know, that's kind of what you have to do when you've got like a bigger family, and maybe you can't get a bigger house. And so you need to put things in places that maybe make the house a bit more squished, but it makes sense. So as you can see, I'm putting up that family thing from the parenting pack, and trying to make it look like, you know, this family is proud of being a family, and pictures of me going through every single picture that I own, trying to find something that works on this wall. Realizing that we're just gonna go for the generic sim stuff. So finally realizing that my stairs are the wrong color, and that the top fence is also the wrong color, and that the stair fence is also the wrong color. Making sure my windows match and my doors match, because you gotta make sure that everything matches, because if it doesn't match, it's wrong. Okay, I knew exactly what I wanted to put on this wall. It's my favorite thing from the Seasons pack. It's that beautiful painting, which is just gorgeous. So I wanted to start off with the girls' room. Okay, so I know pink and girls, blah 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 blah. I like pink. Pink is a nice color. Okay, so I wanted to use the CC bed, but it didn't work, so I went with this Seasons bed. Is it the Seasons bed? Yeah, I think it's the Seasons bed. Yes, maybe, perhaps, perchance, because I like the colors of it. I really wanted to put a desk in, but the room was just so small that, like, it would definitely not have worked. I tried to fit the bed in every single way possible, but it just was like, no, it did not want to work. So then I realized, oh wait, we've got this cute little one-seater there, so I put that in, I put a little pink chair in, and yes, it's gonna be pink, and the room's gonna be pink, and I don't mind. Y'all can hate me. I don't care. Pink is nice. Okay, that's my pink rant. Done. Anyway, so the family that's going to live here is obviously going to have a younger daughter. As you can see, I'm putting in the children's stuff that the kids can interact with. Maybe she's a bit smarter, maybe she wants to become a doctor. I don't know, I'm not giving away anything. And then obviously one of my favorite CC paintings because it's beautiful. Then for the boys' room, yes, it is a boy. Or maybe it's a girl. I don't know. Perhaps we'll see. The older child's room, probably a teenager, while the other one would be a child. The older child's room went for like blues and blacks because they're in their edgy phase, and I kind of wanted them to be gamer, so that's why I gave them the really, really cool chair, and then like putting up all the posters that are probably related to like games and movies that are like super cool. And I knew exactly what I wanted to put on the one wall because I'm struggling with my camera right there. I knew exactly what I wanted to put on this painting. I was just like, I knew exactly, and the room was that. Wow, can I speak? That would be great. The whole painting design of this room, the decorations was around that giant poster, and then obviously I realized, wow, this is a really big window, and I don't know how I'm gonna cover it up. So I pretty much went through every single curtain on this window until I found these little blinds, and I just set them up the way I wanted them to look, because I figured blinds would make more sense for a gamer because it blocks out light and it stops glare. You see, we're clever. We are clever. Wow, there's a lot of talking. Okay, so obviously it can't be a build of mine without having what I like to refer to as a reading corner. So here we've got our beautiful bookcase in a dark wood, carrying on the rest of the house is kind of what you could say like a tradition, I guess, and keeping that the single couch from the first floor. And then we have the parents' rooms. Parents' room is kind of underwhelming. I'm gonna be honest. I felt like the parents' room, because these parents care so much about their children, perhaps maybe they don't really give everything to themselves, or they prefer to put more into their children than into their own kind of living space, which is why the bedroom's kind of generic. We've got just a double bed, 2 side tables, wardrobe and mirror, and then obviously you need to find the right decorations for the room because that's how I roll. So I went with kind of like this pattern. We've got white woods in this room because I felt like it was too dark with the kind of dark walls, and then I had to put curtains up because I realized, you know, and I really like these curtains. They're CC curtains, so if you want them, just ask. I'll have to dig through all my CC to try and find what they're called, because I don't know any of my CC off by heart, except for like my hair for my Sims maybe. Anyway, so this is the bathroom. It's kind of plain because I figured it would be more function over like fashion. I don't know if that's a saying, but it's going to be a saying now. Function over fashion. Yes, TM. That's Gamer Girl Sakuraki. Anyway, I don't know if it's like maybe it's already TM'd, and if it is TM'd, then I'm sorry, it was an accident. Anyway, back to decorating. The bathroom is kind of plain. so I went with plain. And then I needed to fill up wall space because, you know, me and that wall space life, I just can't deal with empty walls. I just really like things on walls. In fact, in my house, we have this really cool feature wall where we have tons of different frames filled with really iconic figures, such as Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings and Marilyn Monroe and Frida Kahlo. So, yes, I really like paintings and things to go on walls. Then for the front top patio, the second floor patio, would you call it a patio or would you call it like a stoop or whatever? Balcony, that's the right word for it, a balcony. I kind of wanted it to be like a super chilled area where actually people could, where people could level their skills. So I put in this chessboard, generic looking chessboard, kind of lame. Yeah, kind of lame. And then I wanted to put in the scouts board, but then I was like, but I also want to put in an easel, and I don't know, I just realized the scouts board was unnecessary. So I put the easel there instead, and then I wanted to make it look like a painting area, but that didn't really work out. So I just went through everything, and then I just gave up, and I was like, nah, never mind. Then the bottom balcony patio thing, I want it to be more like a sitting area. Like let's say the people would come and they would sit here and the neighbors are going to walk past and they're going to wave at them. You know, friendly people things. So there's this super cool couch, which I dig so much. And because the inside of the house is yellow, I decided to keep the outside of the house also kind of that yellow theme, which is weird because like I said, I really hate yellow. Yellow sucks. Down with yellow. Yellow must fall. Again, with the dark woods, kind of keeping it all similar. And here we have me actually remembering to put lights in. Oh my word. Okay, so I put lights on the front of the house because, I don't know, it just looked right. And they look cool, so yay us. And then for the inside of the house, I don't know why, a lot of my CC lights are really long and they look kind of weird and out of place. So I went with like the Maxis lights, just like those three little pronged lights, which look kind of cute, which I kind of like. And then putting in some wall lights and adding a lamp on the desk for, I don't know, maybe someone's working late. Keeping the same kind of light running through the house because that's kind of what happens when you pick a light. Or maybe that's just me, I don't know. Because then you'll usually have the same kind of light that runs through the house. And then for the parents' bedroom, got a lot of lights. 4 or 5 lights in one room. I think I'm a little bit extra, but it's fine. For the girls' room, we put in the cloud, and for the boys' room, we put in like a moon-looking lamp because, you know, edgy. And then obviously a little desk lamp in case they want to turn their big light off and play games into the early hours of the morning and do all the good things that gamers do. That I do, in fact, because I am that gamer girl Sakuraki, and that's in my name. 'Tis my name. Yeah, although I just realized that light is really long looking. Anyway, so after I had done all my building, I realized kind of wanted there to be an outside. And by this point in the build, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of tired of this build. But anyway, we pushed through, we got through it. It was good. So as you can see, then wow, that change of light was just really intense. So then we come to my favorite part of any sort of build, and that is the outside. As you can tell, if you cannot tell, I'm actually being sarcastic. I dislike decorating the outside of houses with a fiery passion. So we've got bushes, and I'm putting in these bushes because I'm like, oh, these bushes are so pretty, not realizing what type of bushes they are. Don't worry, I realized at some point. And my favorite part of every house is the pool. We know this. I am a water baby. I love swimming. Swimming is my life. I figured a family house is gonna have a pool. Adding in a tree because gotta decorate that garden. Families need trees for kids to climb, right? Yes. Okay, so then we've got wow, I'm just, you know, it's a family garden, so it's gonna have a bird bath, it's gonna have a table for everyone to sit at, it's gonna have like a braai, a barbecue area. In South Africa we call it a braai. And then I wanted to add the kids stuff, you know, a jungle gym. Maybe it's a jungle gym that the parents built together, and then like a swing set, because I mean, I would want swings in my house now. I don't care what age I am. No, everybody loves swings. Swings are just great. Here's me getting a little bit extra with the kids stuff and then realizing, just relax. Stop it. I wanted to add like a gardening area because I figured I kind of want the mother to be kind of like a botanist on the side. So maybe she's got like a full-time job and then she does this because she enjoys it. There's me realizing that, oh, wait a minute, those bushes, I know those bushes are the bushes that people pee in and other stuff. So then we go, well, that's unfortunate. We need to change our bushes, and just changes the way the house looks, and there's no bushes that can look the same. And I just wish there was like a non-pea bush because it's a really pretty bush and I just want to use it, but no. And then we add like yellow flowers because, you know, we've got this yellow theme going on. My favorite little house outline because, you know, this house has been here for a while. It's a lived-in house. Maybe they bought it when they could have, I don't know. And look, me getting in with the details. There's going to be no grass under those monkey bars. There's going to be no grass under that swing. And then I got a bit extra with the flowers, so I realized I need to calm down. So I added in some darker patches of grass, which kind of looks a bit splodgy, let's be honest. There's me more detailed because obviously there's not going to be no grass under that thing because of people sitting and walking there. And then finally, we've got our house. Our house is built. Here we have some screenshots of this beautiful, beautiful house. We've got the second floor patio. We've got this I think that the house turned out quite nice. I feel like a family is really going to fill that house out. It's gonna do its job, you know, what it's supposed to do. I really love this part of the house, to be honest. I love that front patio, and then, you know, this cute little nook and cranny. And then the kitchen, as usual, is always quite underwhelming for me because, I don't know, I just prefer decorating bedrooms and living areas. And this is one of my favorite screenshots. I just love the way you can see into the living area, and I actually really love, this is probably my favorite room in the house. I really love this room, even though it's yellow. Even though it is yellow. And I can't wait to move a family into this house and see how it works. The bathrooms are kind of sad though. Oh, look at that painting. Favorite painting. Not really, but probably one of my favorites. I mean, like, would it really be that Game Girl Sakuraki build without having a reading corner? A sad looking parrot's bedroom. Again with the yellows. I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to like yellow. I doubt it, but whatever. Girls room, yes. Girls room, pink. Whatever. You can hate me. Then teenage room. We don't know if it's a girl or boy yet. We don't know yet. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed my Sims build. I'll probably be putting a family into this one. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments below. And I hope you have an awesome day and wherever you are. And bye!